Okay, I'm a little confused here. I'm trying to do some tests on the Blender Cycles render because it is possible to use GPU to render, and it is not in Lightwave unless you can afford Octane, which I cannot. So I'm trying to do some tests on converting objects from Lightwave to Blender. And I seem to have some problems with losing textures and texture addressing sometimes, it seems. Someone on the forum gave me a tip of this plugin called DO copy or something, which makes it possible to copy from in between different 3D applications, and Blender and Lightwave is supported. So that is what I'm trying right now. Here in Modeler, I have added the plugin. I've made two balls here. The left one here is normal spherical mapping, as you see here, with this texture here. The right ball I have here is UV mapped spherical map with the same texture. So I have then gone into my add-on and select the copy to external as the guide, and then into Blender, and I have then pasted here objects, paste from external, and I got this in Blender, which looks fine. However, when I'm looking at these models here, I see no textures. I see no reference that they should have a texture. I see no reference that they're missing a texture. As you see over here, I have the object from the OD copy. I have the two surfaces that I had in Modeler. And if I click on here, I can see no pink surfaces, which should be a sign that there's a texture map missing, either on the UV mapped or the ball. If I select the surface, I see no difference. If I select texture mapping over here, I see nothing. No difference that there should be any map. Not even on the UV map, I see no difference. So I was told that I need to go to Files and External Data and find missing files. I'm not sure how this should work, because I see, from my point of view, no indication that there is any missing textures, even though there are. But if I choose this and I have browsed to the folder where I have the texture I used, I see still missing files, nothing, no lists, nothing anywhere, and I can click find missing files, and I do that, and I return to here, and there's no change whatsoever on the surfaces here. If I render with the Blender render, I see no textures. If I change to Octane, sorry, I don't mean Octane, I mean Cycles. Apparently I have removed that panel right now. Let's go up here, Cycles, GPU, render, and no textures. So if anyone have a clue or know how to fix this, or how to get a good workflow from Lightwave to Blender with texture addressing and actually texture maps, I really very much like to hear about it. And if you have some kind of steps you go through to fix a model, or if all the models need to be UV'd, perhaps you have some script to transform from normal planar mapping and spherical mapping onto UV maps automatically somehow in Lightwave before exporting, I would very much like to hear about it. So this is my current problem. Hope someone out there has the experience to help.